Today we have with us Phil Jackson, retired coach of the Chicago Bulls. We will be discussing his newest book, 11 Rings.
Thank you for welcoming me. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm excited to show you all my newest book and what my teammates and I have been through.
So why don't we start off today by you telling us a little bit about yourself.
Sounds good. In 1973, I was a player on the New York Knicks championship team. In 1985, I was named CBA Coach of the Year. In 1996, I was named NBA Coach of the Year. From 2000 to 2001, I won NBA championships with the Los Angeles Lakers, and in 2001, I became the first NBA coach to lead two different teams to multiple titles.
Wow, it sounds like you've made a great impact in many people's lives.
As they have to mine.
In your book, you often refer back to the symbolization of the ring. What does the ring mean to you and your players?
In the NBA, rings symbolize status and power. No matter how gaudy or cumbersome a championship ring may be, the dream of winning one is what motivates players to put them through the trials of a long NBA season. The ring was a motto, not just the band of gold. It's the circle that made a bond between all these players. A great love for one another, circle of love.
Amazing. Leadership played a big role in your coaching career, but what defines leadership to you?
With leadership, as with most things in life, the best approach is always the simplest.
Throughout your years of coaching, you've helped transform disorganized teams into champions. Is it possible for you to give us an overview of your basic principles of mindful leadership?
Of course. Throughout my coaching career, I look to lead from the inside out, bench the ego, let each player discover his own destiny, and learn that the road to freedom is a beautiful system. I have learned the importance to turn the mundane into sacred, that one breath equals one mind. The key to success is compassion, and to keep your eye on the spirit, not the scoreboard. Also, sometimes you have to pull out the big stick. When in doubt, do nothing, and to forget the ring.
Wonderful. Who had the biggest influence in your basketball career?
By far, Red Holzman. Red gave me the opportunity to play basketball at a professional level. My coaching techniques follow the footprints of Red Holzman. Red listened intently to what the players had to say because he knew that they had more intimate knowledge about what was happening on the floor than he did. Red's singular gift, however, was his uncanny ability to manage grown men and get them to come together with a common mission.
He sounds like a great man. Growing up with the childhood that you had, both parents being priests, how has your religion changed throughout the years?
I knew I didn't want to stay with the religion of my parents. It'd been a long journey trying to find the right religion for me, but I think I've come to what fits me the best, Zen. Practicing Zen not only helped me become more acutely aware of what was happening in the present moment, but also slowed down the experience of time because it diminished my tendency to rush into the future or get lost in the past. Zen has been critical to me as a leader. I have learned to give up control, trust the moment, and live with compassion.
Great. What was one of the most important and influential changes you made to the Chicago Bulls when you became head coach?
The triangle offense. The triangle wasn't designed for the superstars, who will find ways to score no matter what system you use, but for all the other players on the team who aren't capable of creating their own shots. It also gives every player a vital role in the offense, whether they end up shooting or not. As long as the players knew how to pass the ball and read defenses accurately, they were able to carry out the triangle offense.
So what was your main intention for the Chicago Bull players?
Going along with my spiritual side, my goal in my first year as a head coach was to transform the Bulls from a Stage 3 team of lone warriors committed to their own individual success, I'm great and you're not, to a Stage 4 team which the dedication to the we overtakes the emphasis on the me, we're great and you're not. My final intent was to get the team from a Stage 4 to a Stage 5, life is great.
Thank you for coming out today and sharing your amazing story. I am truly inspired and now have a new way of looking at life and the challenges within. And I hope that people watching today are as influenced by the great Phil Jackson as I am.
Thank you for having me, and remember, always keep an open mind and a compassionate heart.
Today we are with us Phil Jackson. In your book.
Okay, now it's not.